statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition as the guitar player vamps us in. Hope you're doing well today. Off to a good start and good start to your week. Dr. Susan Smith Jones, and she always says, I got the most common name. Susan Smith and Jones. And she'll be along. I like Dr. Jones. She's always full of, excitement, passion, motivation. She really brings a nice charge to the conversation. Enjoy that. She's out there on the left coast, so that means she's up awfully early to do the show. And she's been around a good while. She's been doing this business a long time. She knows her stuff. You'll like her. She wants to talk about the holidays and something to do with food and the holidays. She has some kind of superfoods in mind. I don't know. We'll have to see what's on her mind specifically. This can be a perilous time of the year, no question about that. Temptation at every bend and turn. I'm talking about food. Of course, then there's alcohol and whatnot. Spending a lot of money. Hopefully you're not spending a lot of money when you're hungry and you're a little, had a couple drinks too many. Which often happens, people at the mall. You can see that they've had a few and, they're out there. That's not a good time to spend money.
Especially if they're anywhere near pizza.
Love pizza. If it's good pizza. That's a nutritional sin I will commit.
I hear that's a pretty big thing, beer and pizza.
Beer and pizza. That's what they say. I don't drink beer, so. If the pizza is good, it has to be, and I have high standards for pizza. My nutritional sins are the good ones.
You're going to do it. You're going to do it right.
Absolutely. I told you the other day, somebody asked me if I wanted a donut. I looked at him, I laughed. I said, are you serious? Get away with me with a donut. Come to me with a serious nutritional sin, I might commit it. But not that. I'm not going to do it on a donut.
Like the cronuts? Is that what it was?
I'll eat a cronut. I will eat a cronut, a good one.
For the people at home listening, when he talks about cronuts during break, his mouth waters, his eyes get big.
I've had one. I had a half a cronut and it was good. Now pizza, I will commit that. But it has to be good pizza. I'm from up northeast, and man, they got it together on the pizza.
So like New York style.
New York style, yeah. It's got to be right. The sauce has to be right. The crust has to be right. My family, my grandmother and my mom, both Italian immigrants, my grandfather also included, would make pizza. They would make the dough at home. I remember this as a child and growing up. The sauce, it was like an all-day thing and unbelievable.
Was it brick oven?
No, they just regular oven, but everything was made from scratch. It was an all-day thing, man. Sometimes 2 days. God, it was good.
My dad did the same thing.
Love it.
Best smells ever.
Oh, man. That's what I grew up. Yeah. Nevertheless, I'm not promoting nutritional sin on this show. I'm just saying that, it is what it is. I mean, people think, I have the most perfect diet. Who can live like that?
You are a human.
After all, I mean, you can get away with doing something once in a while, but a steady and heavy diet of bad food, no. I'm not. That's not nutritional sin. That's a lost soul.
Yeah, do it in moderation.
Moderation, even moderation and moderation. But 99%, 98% of the time, I'm trying to eat right. Practice what we preach. For all you meat eaters, I have a sad story for you today. Then I'm going to talk to you about belly fat. It's back in the news. Bad news. The belly fat. Dangerous. And then something about, and see if you can guess what the connection would be between your legs and your brain. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Around here, we open up the show every day reporting on stories and studies that are trending. Coming out of the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, that is a very well-respected institution. They talked about diets high in meat that can lead to an increased risk of develop renal cell carcinoma, RCC, when you consume the carcinogenic compounds created by certain cooking techniques. And I've talked about this on my show, barbecuing and pan frying. Usually I do this on the holidays where the people, were doing a lot of barbecuing. I've written a couple articles. They should be online at letstalknutrition.com under multimedia. I've talked about barbecuing, pan frying, heterocyclic amines, blanked on the other one. I'll come to my mind. But heterocyclic amines is one of them. And so this reinforces the position I've taken on this show. And MD Anderson, as I said, is a very reputable research institution, and it was published in a journal. It's called Cancer, and they discovered that people with specific genetic mutations tend to be more susceptible to the harmful compounds created when cooking meats at high temperatures, these muscle meats. What's going on here, it's not only what happens to when the proteins and the sugars get this cross-linking, but it's also the smoke that's created. Renal cell carcinoma, by the way, is the most common form of kidney cancer, if you didn't know that. It's expected to be diagnosed in over 60,000 new patients this year and claim about 14,000 lives. This is according to the American Cancer Society. One of the proposed and usual culprits and usual suspects in the Western diet is one that's higher than average in meat consumption. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't eat meat. I'm just saying that in moderation is a better idea. And there is a wealth let me put it this way, a robust body of research making a link between meat consumption in excess and cancer and increased risk for cancer. But what has not really been clear is why is that the case? Why is it that eating more meat elevates the risk for cancer? A Dr. Stephanie Melkonian, a postdoctorate fellow in epidemiology, said a possible mechanism could be the consumption of meat cooking mutagens, as they're called, harmful compounds when the meat is cooked at a certain temperature, usually high temperatures, over an open flame. This is what we do when we barbecue, when we pan fry. And yeah, these different carcinogenic compounds that are created. I'm not even going to give you the long technical names. You're not going to remember them, and it's hard for me to pronounce them. Even as much as I work with this vocabulary day in and day out, you get the point. Cook at low temperatures. You'll find my articles online where I give some recommended techniques and strategies for cooking meat, especially when you're barbecuing. 877-897-8255. Skinny fat people. That was a headline on one of the studies. Something about skinny fat people that puts them at high mortality risk. I'll tell you what it is when we come back.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Canavest, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
That's right. We're back. What I was trying to think of was polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. Then you have heterocyclic amines. Those are compounds that are bad news, and they pose a serious health risk when grilling. And the polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, we're exposed to them not only from cooking, but they're in the environment. And they have genotoxicity, and they're known for their carcinogenicity as well. And I've written about this and talked about it on my show, especially during the summer times. And I just want to make the point that these PAHs are not compounds exclusive just to grilling or barbecuing. In fact, they're present widespread. There's a group of several hundred humanly created, chemically related, and environmentally present organic compounds composed of, that are related to these PAHs that are really not good. So, just to clear that up, I couldn't pull that up out of my memory bank. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Nevertheless, skinny fat people in the news. What do you know? What are we talking about here? What we're talking about, and if you're watching the show, the image really tells the story. Oh, my. Now, if you're watching, you see this image of this fella. He's thin, but then again, he has this giant stomach. And that's called abdominal obesity. Turns out, and there have been a number of studies on this topic. This one was published in the Annals of Internal Medicine, and in the study they found out that those who have this visceral fat, I'll explain what that is in a moment, around the belly, in the abdominal region, despite being of normal weight, those people have an increased mortality risk than adults who have a higher body mass index, which is 25 and above. So being thin with a big belly is worse than being fat with a big belly. I don't understand that, but nevertheless, visceral fat is fat. It's not subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat you can pinch, right? This visceral fat is around the viscera, the organs that are located in your abdominal cavity, intestines, and so on. That fat functions like an endocrine organ, starts to pump out all of these inflammatory compounds, leading to heart disease and a host of other issues. And it's hard as a rock. It's like hard as this tabletop that I'm hitting that you could hear. It's hard. Now, not because it's all muscle. It's just the nature of that kind of fat. This was a long-term study. I like it. The researchers looked at waist to hip ratio of more than 15,000 adults. What they found was normal weight men, what's called central obesity or fat around the middle, were twice more likely to die than men who are overweight or obese. So see if you get this now. Oops, sorry about that. We have men who are thin but have central obesity. Then you have men who are overweight or obese and have central obesity. The guys that were thin with the central obesity, they were twice as more likely to die. Meanwhile, there's the women with belly fat. They have a 32% increased mortality risk than overweight or obese women. And this is according to the study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. This is interesting. And it's visceral fat. They now, medical researchers and experts consider it to function like an endocrine organ, where it's pumping out hormones that are pro-inflammatory. And it will increase the chance for you to have a shorter life. I'm just saying. Show the other image. You have the other it's the same study. They had a different headline. The headline on it was, "New study highlights dangers of belly fat, even for normal weight people." Same story, different rendition of the story, just different image. I like to show the images because the images leave an impression. Then I came across a study that had an unusual correlation, that between fitter legs and a fitter brain. What's up with that? What do your legs have to do with your brain? This was a clever study published in a journal called Gerontology. And the findings suggested that simple interventions such as increased levels of walking, which helps to improve leg power in the long term, can have an impact on healthy cognitive aging. The study included a sample of 324 healthy female twins. That's where the study was unique. This is from the Twins UK Volunteer Registry, which is over a study over a 10-year period from beginning in 1999, where they measured different health and lifestyle predictors. So, given that they were twins, the researchers were able to control for genetic factors affecting changes in cognitive function. Thinking, learning, and memory were measured both at the beginning and at the end of the study, and was found that leg power was a better predictor of cognitive change than any other lifestyle that they tested. Generally, the twin who had more leg power at the start of the study those twins sustained their cognition better and had fewer brain changes associated with aging measured after 10 years than the ones who had weak leg power. Your legs and your brain?
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, humble beginnings, advancing wellness, never tested on animals. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Now Foods, our products work. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching, and whatever you may be doing. 877-897-8255. My guest today will be Dr. Susan Smith-Jones. Just want to finish up that story on the connection between fitter legs and a fitter brain. And in this twin study, they were female twins. The twin who had the more powerful legs at the beginning of the study ended up having better cognitive function over the period of the study, which was quite a period of time. I think, what did they say, 10 years? Long-term study. So you might be trying to figure out, well, what's the connection here? The connection is the legs got powerful because they were being exercised, most likely aerobically, running, walking, biking, and so on. So it's not necessarily the musculature of the legs themselves that's contributing to better cognitive functioning. It's how the legs became so muscular and powerful. That's the connection. So keep moving, especially during the holidays when, those pie calories, cake calories, cookie, candy, cakes, cookies, chips, cupcakes, colas, martinis, all those calories. Holidays, perilous time, nutritionally speaking. You got to have fun, but you got to be careful. You know what I mean? Got to watch what you're doing. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones might be able to help with that. And Dr. Jones has been on my show a number of times in the past. You should visit her website, susansmithjones.com, and you'll find a bunch of information, good information, on her website. So, Dr. Jones, you think you have powerful legs?
Well, I know I do. I hike a lot.
Uh-huh.
I skate on the bike path at the beach. I do power walking. I think walking is one of the most underrated of all activities. It doesn't cost much. It's easy to do. And it's always good to have one piece of aerobic equipment inside your home, for those rainy, cold, snowy days. If it gets too hot
in Santa Monica. In Santa Monica where you live on those snowy days, right?
Yeah, well, El Nino's coming.
I know it is. So you still go to the beach and skate?
I do. Yeah, I love to do that. Only on a weekday early in the morning, because on weekends it's too crazy.
The thing I remember about Santa Monica when I used to go there, and early in the morning there was always fog, and I liked that. I don't know, I guess that happens at certain times of the year, but
it's June.
Yeah.
June is foggy in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the year, it's pretty wonderful.
Yeah, I used to go to Santa Monica all the time, and I like Santa Monica. Were you born and raised there?
I was, yes.
So when we went looking for some images of you, we couldn't find any of you skating on the beach. We were looking. We don't have any pictures.
No one's taken pictures of me skating.
We don't have any pictures of you swimming, skating, biking, hiking, or anything like that. We have some other images of you.
I used to swim in Santa Monica Bay all the time, but then I kept getting ear infections because of the pollution.
Sure, it's dreadful.
And I don't like chlorine water, so I don't swim much anymore unless I go to a friend's house who has a salt water or a ozone or a different kind of water in their swimming pool.
Right. So how have you been anyhow?
Oh, I've been great.
I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know. I've been traveling a lot, and I always look forward to our visits.
Yeah, I do too. I like having you on the show. I always enjoy the interaction. We've never had a chance to meet in person, unfortunately. It's always been.
Like we have, I know.
It's our interaction is always mediated by this technology. Nevertheless, by the way, since you've been on the last time, the show now airs coast to coast. We're in California, by the way, and from the East Coast to the West Coast, through the Midwest. And the show airs, of course, in prime time, but it does air in different times in different markets, so people have to check their local listings. And the show streams, so we have video. If you go to letstalknutrition.com, you can watch the show.
Wonderful.
We have your picture. We have your picture up. We found a high school picture. No, we didn't. We have one of your photos up. You got your blue blazer you're holding up. Look, you're leaning on a rail. Looks. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, right. That was taken in Oregon.
Oh, that was in Oregon? Okay.
Yes.
Well, if you have some pictures of you in Santa Monica skating and whatnot, send them to me. You have my email address. Send them to me, and we'll post them.
All right.
You like horses too, don't you?
I love horses. Yes.
Yeah. See, we do our research on the guests. You see, we don't just want anybody coming.
No.
We don't want anybody coming on here. We never know what they're going to do. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. So you're doing okay then?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I have a new book that just came out about weight loss. It's on the sidebar on my website.
On your website?
Living on the lighter side.
Let me see here. I'm at your website. While I'm looking, I have a question for you, and I'd like you to not think about the answer, just answer. Okay? Will you do that for me?
Oh, yes.
I want to know what your biggest nutritional sin is. Come on.
Oh, man, I know.
What's your biggest nutritional sin?
Probably eating too late at night sometimes. Sometimes.
Oh, that's not too
when I have
bad.
to work late, and then it interferes with my sleep.
Tell me, all right, that's how. Tell me what food do you eat that you know when you're eating, you say, I shouldn't be doing this?
Baked potatoes, lots of baked potatoes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I know.
Baked potatoes. Come on. No cookies, no cake. Is there a cake that you like or pie,
no,
ice cream?
Into sweets.
Huh?
I'm not into sweets.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know. But remember, I teach also culinary cooking classes, and I teach people how to make cakes and cookies and pies.
Do you really?
and
you get them to commit the sin, right?
No, but we make them a healthy alternative way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who shows up for these classes?
Oh, lots of people.
Yeah.
You know.
Any men
lots
show
of
up for the
people
cooking
in
classes?
Brentwood, Santa Monica, Palisades. People actually, they fly in from all over the world to do my retreats. I just completed a 10-day retreat, and I had people from England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Canada, France, and all over the U.S. It just completed on Sunday.
Wow. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, I've done that.
Of course,
for
you're in
about
California.
30
I
years.
should know better, right? I mean, in Santa Monica, off top of it.
Yeah.
I should have known better. So you want to talk about superfoods for the holiday, for all the super temptations, right?
Lots of great superfoods that are common during the holidays.
All right. We'll check it out. We'll come back with Dr. Susan Smith-Jones.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose, corn syrup, or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin, omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Nutrex Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Dr. Susan Smith-Jones is my guest today. We'll spend the rest of the show talking to her. We like doing that. Always has some keen ideas about how you can do things a little better. relative to your diet and lifestyle. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show. So we found another picture of you, Dr. Jones. A nice image. You're holding up is that a glass of wine? What is that, Josh? Is that wine? What is it, water?
It's just a glass.
Yeah,
I do got to ask her, are you a Disney princess?
He wants to know if you're a Disney princess.
That's a first.
Leave it to my producer to ask you that question.
Yeah, and it's fresh juice, by the way.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I suppose you don't drink either.
I don't.
Jeez. Okay.
I know. I'm very boring, but but what your listeners probably don't know, is I've never taken medication in my life, haven't had a cold or a flu in over 3 decades. And people come to me from around the world to find out how they can be healthy or heal their bodies. And I learned as a teenager from my grandmother how to look to the earth, how to, live more naturally with foods, spices, herbs, and lifestyle choices to keep your body healthy.
What do you think, given what you just said, what do you think is the most egregious nutritional sin that people commit and the most dangerous lifestyle violation? One and one.
Nutritionally?
Yes.
People overeat.
Overeating.
You can get away with eating rich, high-calorie foods, say, during the holidays, if you eat just a little bit. You know, what our moms and grandmothers said, moderation in everything, it's true. Because your body can handle smaller amounts much better than 1 to 2 to 3 servings.
Okay.
Another lifestyle sin is not getting enough sleep.
Thank you.
Thank you, combined with not managing stress well, because stress is the number one cause of most diseases.
You and I are on the same page, boy.
I know.
I'm talking about that all the time on this show. Mm-hmm. Since we moved into prime time, I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Well, I'm there with you.
Son, I'm struggling, Dr. Jones. I struggle to get enough sleep and rest, boy. Whenever I can, I'll even take a quick nap. I never have had to do this where you're struggling to find because I should be in bed by no later than 9 o'clock.
That's right.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Right.
Good luck with that.
And
right.
Our bodies thrive on a routine, even on the weekends. So eventually, I think you'll get into being able to sleep better. We'll do a whole show on sleep one day. It's one of my areas of expertise, and I've got lots of great ideas. But when you struggle during the day, remember what I've taken for 30 years is that Hawaiian Spirulina, and there's no superfood better to give you the energy you need. And that's why I take some in the morning, and then I take some mid-afternoon, when I used to always be tired at that time, and now I'm not.
What do you just drink it with water? Do you mix it with anything or what?
Oh, there's so much you can do. You can put it in smoothies. In the navigation bar on my website, it says recipes, and the first category are maybe 30 recipes on using spirulina. So it's easy to put in smoothies. You can mix it in yogurt. You can eat. I love this. You make warm popcorn, and then you mix together 1 teaspoon of the Hawaiian Spirulina powder with a little cayenne and a little garlic powder, and sprinkle it on top, and it makes the popcorn great.
Really?
Yeah.
God, well, that's an interesting idea. I love popcorn.
Yeah. Now, but you don't have to take the powder. You can also take the tablets. And by the way, if anybody cares about losing weight, because from Halloween to the first week of January, many people gain between 5 and 12 pounds. And I don't know if we ever talked about this. Maybe I think we did once. But a year and a half ago, I did a clinical study on just over 100 people over a 90-day period, men and women. And the only thing I had them change in their diet is take 1 serving, which is a teaspoon of the Hawaiian Spirulina powder or tablets. I didn't care which form. And then everything else was the same. And we discovered that at the end of the 3 months, so it's one season, everybody lost 1 to 3 pounds weekly by making no other changes in their life.
Well, and we're talking about Hawaiian
Spirulina.
Right, that's a brand. We're talking about a brand here.
Well, no, it's called Hawaiian Pacifica. It's Hawaiian Spirulina Pacifica. I just say Hawaiian because it's the only blue-green algae that's cultivated in a biosecure zone. That means it's free of pesticides, herbicides, and industrial pollutants in Kona, Hawaii. And I bet you don't know this. They picked the Kona coast of Hawaii 31 years ago because that's the sunniest coast in the United States.
Right. And what we're talking about, for those, some of you know already because we've talked about it before, we're talking about Nutrex. The company is Nutrex Hawaii. They make the astaxanthin and they make the spirulina. And we've shown images of their farms, the farms there in the Kona coast. It's a beautiful place. And we're talking about the pure now. Show that image again, please. We're talking about the pure Hawaiian Spirulina Pacifica. That's the brand and the wonderful product, Nutrex Hawaii. We'll come back. We'll talk more with Dr. Jones. You heard what she said. I'm with her. Overeating and not enough sleep. Overeating, she thinks the most serious violation, nutritional violation that people commit in terms of lifestyle, not getting enough sleep and rest. I couldn't agree with her more. Of course, the point of view on this show is, it has been for 10 years since I've been producing and hosting it, is that nutrition is the overarching principle of health and wellness and well-being. All roads begin and end on the road to nutrition. You know, I'm reminded of one of my guests used to say, he made me laugh the first time he said it. You know, Dr. Garko, he said, if you travel on the road to hell long enough, eventually you'll get there. Well, if you travel on the road to health, not hell, but health, maybe eventually you'll get there. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones. We'll come back. We'll talk with her some more. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. That's what the lady... That's what she says. And you are welcome to the show, and we're glad that you're here. I'm glad to be here with you. And they got both producers on the job today. They're in studio. One behind the glass, one in the room with me. Dr. Jones, Susan Smith-Jones, is on the phone out in Santa Monica. Got her roller skates on, waiting to get to the beach to go roller skate. I think, no, probably not. You know, we're about health and wellness and well-being around here. Some form or fashion, some way, one way or another, we're trying to help people take charge of their health and all that that means, and it means a lot. And to try to stay healthy through their life cycle, through their lifespan. Of course, this is the holiday season now. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Some believe that Halloween marks the beginning of the holiday season. It could be. But, you know, this is a wonderful time of year. I love it. I'm sure you do as well. But it is fraught with, some traps. Diet and lifestyle traps. We don't get enough sleep and rest. There's lots of stress. People got to travel in crowded spaces with people who are infected with cold and flu viruses, eating the wrong things, too much sugar, too much salt, too much unhealthy fat. And then Dr. Jones pointed out that she thinks the most egregious nutritional violation, is overeating, overconsumption of calories. I agree with her. And not getting enough sleep and rest. Boy, just prime to get sick. Stephen, is meat, what is it ham? Is that what's popular during the holidays? The ham?
The honey baked hams, turkeys, yeah.
Not so much red meat, right?
Maybe not as much red meat, but like roast beef, I think is like kind of a seasonal.
Yeah. You heard me report on that. Do you eat a lot of meat?
I would say more meat than non-meat dishes. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mostly.
How many times a week do you think you eat meat? 4 times?
Yeah, about that.
Really?
Mm. It's usually the white meats like chicken or something like that.
Okay.
It's not as much red meat.
Do you barbecue?
Not often.
Not often. All right, good. You heard me report on that study earlier today.
No, I didn't listen, so I can continue to eat my meat. Thank
you very much. That's what I like. Producer that doesn't pay attention to the show, I'm just kidding. He pays attention. Trust me. He's on the other side of that glass. He's got things to do. I was reporting on a study coming out of University of Texas, MD Anderson. I'm going to get Cancer Center. I'm going to get Dr. Jones's take on it and tie it into our theme for today. And they were reporting that diets high in meat can lead to an increased risk of developing renal carcinoma, what's called RCC. Because you consume these carcinogenic compounds created by certain cooking techniques such as grilling and pan frying at high temps. It's usually the muscle meats that get you into trouble because you got cross-linking between the protein and the sugars. Not only that, you have the smoke that emanates from the high heat, the cooking, and you got these polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons in the smoke. And then you have the aromatic heterocyclic amines that are related to the cross-linking. Both are carcinogenic in nature. I'm just saying. So you be mindful of it. I reported on that study in more in depth in the first part of the show. I just wanted to reference it and use it as a lead-in with my guest, Dr. Susan Smith-Jones. Dr. Jones, welcome back. Yeah, people like to eat meat during the holidays, those hams and whatnot, this and that. Not too much barbecuing going on, but interesting. That's not the only study in that line of research, but this is a study that, yet another one, making that connection between meat consumption and cancer. You have a take on that?
Isn't this interesting? And by the way, for 20 years before she passed away, my mom worked at Honey Baked Ham.
Oh, my land.
Yeah, so and I actually don't eat any meat at all, but my grandmother, when I was a teenager, used to say it's not healthy to barbecue. In those days I ate
Did she? Wow.
Yeah. And she used to say, always look to nature for what to eat, and she'd remind me that you want to eat your foods as close to the way nature made them as possible. And then she'd add that, in nature you don't find those ice cream trees and donut vines and potato chip bushes. And
donut vines.
Right.
Yeah. Krispy Kreme plants. No, they're
Yeah.
Oh, you're funny.
And the wonderful classic book that talks a lot about this, what meat and dairy does to your body, is T. Colin Campbell's book, The China Study, a great book.
I have it. It's on my shelf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you believe in green. Go green for many different reasons, right? And
when you're green inside, you're clean inside.
There you go.
You asked me about how to use the spirulina, and you only need 3 grams a day of the Hawaiian Spirulina pacifica. That's 1 teaspoon of powder. That's 3 grams. Or you can take tablets, and I like the 1,000 milligram, the spearmint-flavored tablets, and you only need 3 of those a day. Now, I created this great recipe that's oatmeal raisin spirulina bars that kids and adults love. And I put that recipe, look at the sidebar again, and right there near the top it says sign up now. I have a monthly motivational letter, and only if you sign up do you get it. And you're not inundated with anything from me. Once a month you get a letter. And in this November one, I've got lots of information on health and spirulina, and I've got that recipe. And it's absolutely delicious. It's great to take with you to work, the bars. You don't really taste the spirulina, but it's very, very good for you. And kids love it, and it's very easy to make.
Yeah, I'm here. In fact, I clicked on you. I clicked on your
now.
Yeah, I see that.
And when you sign up, you're surprised because you get actually 4 free ebooks from me. You get Conquer Colds and Allergies, one of my books. You get Natural Stress Solutions. You get a full color recipe book, and you get a weight loss book when you sign up. That signing up means you give me your email address. I keep it private, and once a month you get a letter that the general public doesn't see. And not only that, but everybody who signs up is entered into a weekly drawing, and I pick 1 person a week. And I get your contact info, and we set up an appointment, and I call you. I don't care where you are in the world, and we talk about whatever issues you have with health. And if you have no issues and you just want to visit for 90 minutes, that's what we do, and I do that once a week. So when you sign up, you're entered into that drawing automatically.
Excellent. There you go. Visit SusanSmithJones.com. In your newsletter, November, December newsletter, you talk about some of the powerful nutrients in the spirulina.
Yes.
And you reference a book by Gerald, was it Suzuki?
Yes, that's easy for you to say. Yes, he's the head of the Nutrex beautiful 90-acre farm on the Kona coast of Hawaii.
He's been on my show. He's been on my show.
Oh, all right, excellent. And you can get his book free right there.
Yeah, it's called Spirulina, Superfood for Super Health. Very nice book cover. And when we come back, if you could talk about some of the ingredients, some of these wonderful medicinally loaded compounds that you'll find in spirulina, like zeaxanthin and iron, B12, vitamin K, and so on. We come back, we'll tell you about that. And that's why this food is, that Dr. Jones calls it a superfood. 877.
Well, it's the most nutrient-rich food on planet Earth with over 500 scientific studies on it.
There you go. Evidence-based, healthy, grown in a fabulous part of the world, clean as can be. What could go? It's all good. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition Coast to Coast. We'll be back with Dr. Susan Smith-Jones.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Canavest, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones is my guest, talking about the holiday season and some superfoods to help you perhaps do a little better during the holidays with your health and wellness, and counteract some of the super violations, nutritional and lifestyle violations people commit during the holidays. Dr. Jones, welcome back. So the spirulina, it is really one of nature's really gifted sources of nutrients. What are some of the compounds that we find, the nutrients that we find in spirulina that are so powerful?
Yes, and we're told to have, 5 to 9 or more servings of fruits and veggies a day, and one serving of that Hawaiian spirulina gives you higher levels of antioxidants, enzymes, vitamins, minerals than 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. So it's good for all ages, kids, young kids, all the way up to our Goldenites. Talk about ingredients. It's got 28% more beta-carotene than carrots, 3,900% more iron than spinach. So, of course, that's great for blood health and energy. 600% more protein than tofu, 280% more antioxidant potency than blueberries. But it's, for those people that are vegans that have a hard time getting B12, it's got B12. It's got SOD. It's got what you said earlier, the zeaxanthin. That's a carotenoid and a powerful antioxidant that fights the free radical damage. Often when you take a superfood, or let's just say a supplement, you need time for it to benefit the body. But with a Hawaiian spirulina, it's the same day. You'll feel a difference. And whether you need it for energy, immunity, this is all proven scientifically in studies, cardiovascular health, brain health, it just benefits all aspects of the body year-round. This is one of the reasons I know I'm as healthy as I am, is I don't wait for January 1st to go on a diet or detox, but I do a detox 1 day weekly, 3 consecutive days monthly, and 1 week with each change of season. And I've done that my whole adult life since I was a teenager. And the Hawaiian spirulina is so detoxifying for your body because it's got lots of green in it, it's got phycocyanin, it's got chlorophyll, and that's why, especially during the holidays when you might not eat the best diet, at least you're getting more than 50 nutrients every day that your body needs. And it's a whole food that this wonderful company has cultivated, and it takes, get this, it takes 30 minutes from pond to powder. That's how long it takes to make it. It's got no binders, no fillers, no herbicides, no pesticides. It's just pure nature in a powder or tablet form. That's why I've taken this superfood supplement for 30 years.
And it turns out that the spirulina is microalgae. Microalgae have been around more than 30 years. In fact, microalgae were the first life form to make an appearance on the planet. And so we're talking about billions of years ago. Yeah. They literally transformed the carbon dioxide-based atmosphere to an oxygen-rich atmosphere, and that hence led to other life forms being able to evolve, and develop, and evolve. Of course, this is talked about in Dr. I'm saying his name right? Dr. Suzuki?
Yes.
Right. And Gerald's been on. Dr. Gerald.
Jerry.
Yeah, Dr. Gerald's been on my show a few times.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. And if you go to Dr. Jones's website, that book is there. I clicked on it. I have access to the book. I could print it if I want to.
Yeah, where do you go to SusanSmithJones.com, click on the November-December newsletter.
Scroll down.
It's right there. You can download it. They're giving it away free.
It's a nice book.
And another first of all, I visited their 90-acre microalgae farm that's won many awards, by the way.
We're going to show it.
On the coast of Hawaii. And they use 100% potable drinking water from the Hawaiian aquifers. That means it's really pure water. And then they go over 1,000 feet down into the ocean and pull up water that nobody's ever seen or it's never touched air to help. And that's part of the water, which means it's got beneficial trace minerals from the ocean.
Sure. And
that's how they cultivate this.
We're showing an image of the farm right now.
If an aerial view?
Yes. You can go, if you have a computer in front of you, Dr. Jones, go to letstalknutrition.com.
Okay. Well, you should have told me that.
I did tell you. I did tell you that. You didn't remember me. No, I'm just kidding. I did mention it. Letstalknutrition.com. Anybody who's listening to the show, you can watch it as well. Just go there, and you'll see right on the homepage there's a refresh button, and you'll be able to watch the show as I broadcast it. And we're showing an image.
Nice.
You see that?
Nice. Who's that handsome guy up there?
Oh, the guy that's pointing. I'm pointing to you, and then the picture next to me.
Oh, there you are.
There I am.
Hi.
So there you go. How you doing? See, we're on top of it, you know.
That's great.
So spirulina is a superfood. Dr. Suzuki says, quote, "It is the most nutritious, concentrated whole food known to humankind. It has a rich, vibrant history," he says, "and occupies an intriguing biological and ecological niche in the plant kingdom." He's right about that. And there's much more in this book. It's free. This is a nice book. And Dr. Suzuki's a serious scientist. He knows his stuff. Just go to SusanSmithJones.com. Nutrex Hawaii, great company. Man, that would be a nice place to go to work, right? What's wrong with that? We come back, we'll talk more with Dr. Susan Smith Jones. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, humble beginnings, advancing wellness, never tested on animals. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Now Foods, our products work. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
You know, a good gift to give somebody this holiday season would be some Nutrex Hawaii. Their spirulina would be great. That's a nice gift. It's a nice, healthy gift instead of a bottle of vodka. My guess is Dr. Susan Smith-Jones, and we're talking about the superfoods for the holidays, and this would help quell your appetite a little bit, give you some energy. It's wholesome. You can mix it with whatever. Maybe you want to mix it with your martini, I guess. Go ahead. Dr. Jones, welcome back. Any way I can get him to take it, I'll do it.
Yeah, probably not the best idea. But you mentioned sleep earlier. And the one thing about the spirulina is you don't want to take it right before you go to bed.
No, good point.
It will keep your energy up. But those people that take it earlier in the day say they sleep better at night, because often you're not sleeping well because your body is missing some nutrients that it needs.
Dr. Suzuki says that in his book, which is free at Dr. Jones's website. Spirulina provides people with long-lasting energy and strengthens the immune system, which would be perfect for the holidays. Its antioxidant power contributes to the entire body operating in optimal condition. So this would be helps your immune system. People get sick during the holidays. You're right. You know what? You're absolutely on point. This would be a terrific food for the holidays.
Oh, there's no better. I mean, not only for the holidays, but for year-round. And I take, the truth is, I take a little more than 3 grams a day because you can't overdose. The only thing that you'll see is that your stool will be a little bit greener, but that's all right.
It's Christmas. It's the holidays. It's Christmas color.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. But when I travel, the tablets are easier for me to take. And when I'm home, each day I do usually the powder in my smoothie in the morning. And then later in the day, I might take 1 or 2 extra tablets.
Okay, that's all right. You're not going to overdose. No. Dr. Suzuki points out in his book that the spirulina is a complete protein, meaning that it contains all the essential amino acids and also gives you the non-essential amino acids. So this is a good source of protein for people who are, think that plants don't provide protein. That's
right.
Quite impressive.
60% protein, and I'll tell you a little secret. If you want to make your pets healthy, this is great to put in your pet food.
Really?
Whether it's a cat, a dog, or a horse. And I put a little bit of the spirulina in the water that I water my plants with, and it makes my plants just blossom.
Are you serious?
Beautiful.
Are you
and
serious?
Here's something else that you should do this on the air. Is on my website under articles, under spirulina, I have facial masks, and I make facial masks with ripe avocado and banana and other things, but different masks, and spirulina, and I wash my face and neck and the décolleté. For all the women know what that is. Then I put this mask on that has spirulina powder in it, leave it on for 20 minutes, wipe it off, and your skin will be glowing.
So what are you suggesting? My skin is not glowing? Is that what you're saying, Dr. Jones? You watching me on TV?
Yeah, it would be great to do right on the air, though.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm going to do that on the air.
It's a perfect mask for Halloween.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to do that on the air, and that would forever be all over the internet. They say yes, no, we're not doing that. I'll do a lot of things. That I'm not going to do. Dr. Suzuki, and you've pointed this out on other shows, he says, and you have said, that the spirulina, the Pacifica, we're talking about the Nutrex Hawaii spirulina, is an impressive multivitamin and mineral source, And he said, and you have said, that it supplies several of the vitamins that all living beings need to carry on metabolic processes, the B vitamins, and so on. So, you know, it's a complete food. It's got...
That's what it is. It's a superfood. And I like that you can take it with or without a meal. So let's say you're rushing out of the house and going on errands and you forgot to take or eat a good meal. Oftentimes there's supplements like vitamin D you need to take with a meal that has some fat in it. The Spirulina, you can just take the tablets with a big glass of water, even if you haven't eaten.
Yeah, because the Spirulina, by the way, has essential fatty acids in it, the omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah. So it does have fat in it. Yeah. I was going to ask you a question. I just blanked.
Day, you're going to feel a difference. Probably a little more energy, but you'll also feel something you can't put your finger on. People tell me this.
Better sense of well-being, maybe, huh?
Yes, that you just feel happier. Because oftentimes, I think, among other reasons, we get depressed because we have a lack of nutrients in our body.
Good point.
That are required every day, and this fills in all those nutritional gaps.
Let me to go back to a point that you made earlier, in that you think that one of the most egregious things that people do during the holidays is overconsume, eat too many calories. How many calories do you think you consume a day on average?
Well, see, I exercise more than most
I know, but how many calories do you
so
consume?
Probably 2,000 to 2,500.
Okay, and you're burning off a good portion of it, you think?
Yes. Oh, yes, yes.
So so you're not starving yourself out there in Santa Monica.
Oh gosh, I love to eat. No way. But the key is you want to graze. You want to stoke your metabolism. So rather than eating 1 to 2 big meals during the day with all the calories you think you need, you break that down to 5 or 6 smaller meals. It stokes metabolism. You lose weight easier. It helps to lower cholesterol. And in that 3-month study I did with over 100 men or women, besides everyone losing 1 to 3 pounds a week, it also prevented carb and junk food cravings by simply adding in 3 grams of the Spirulina pacifica, and it didn't matter if it was powder or tablet form.
Nutrex Hawaii is the company. We'll get Josh to show you their farm if you're watching the show, where on the Kona coast of Hawaii. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful there. I've never been. I'd like to go. There it is. And Nutrex Hawaii is the company. Beautiful. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yes. And they're a good company, very good company. They've been around a long time, make a terrific product. If you're not accustomed, if you've never tried Spirulina, Hawaiian Spirulina, you want Hawaiian Spirulina from the Pacifica from Nutrex Hawaii. This would be wonderful for you to consider and try. Dr. Jones is right. It's not just for the holidays, it's for every day. But during the holidays, it's going to quell your appetite. It's going to nourish your body. It's a complete food. You're going to get protein, micronutrients, essential fatty acids. My goodness. This is better than drinking holy water. You are listening. you are. Maybe it is holy water. Maybe it's nature's holy water. I don't know. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition Coast to Coast.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. One serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Nutrex Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Before I do the LTN health question of the day, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize that today is the birthday of the United States Marine Corps. Stephen's going to check my number. I think it's their 240th birthday, Stephen. I believe that's right. Check me on that. But I wanted to bring that up. I mean, it's correct. So it's the 240th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. And, you know, the men and women that serve our country need to be recognized, and those who have lost their lives and who've been wounded in one way or another, or not necessarily, just got home safely, we owe them a great debt. But I wanted to recognize the birthday of the United States Marine Corps. And, you know, it's interesting. I can tell you a quick story about the United States Marine Corps. When I was a young man, young boy, really, all but 18 years old, and I was going to go to Vietnam, and went to go sign up, and a sergeant in the Marine Corps sent me home, told me to go home and take care of my mother because my father was dying. He said, "You go home and take care of your mother." I'll never forget that. How about that? I would have probably got killed. I'm sure of it. Nevertheless, celebrate let's honor the United States Marines for sure. Here's the LTN health question of the day. We've been talking about this Nutrex Hawaii product called Hawaiian Spirulina. We mentioned their farms and where the farms are. Where are the farms where they make this wonderful product? Is it Los Angeles, California? Kona, Costa, Hawaii? Or Detroit? Where are the farms of the Nutrex Hawaii Company? Los Angeles, California? The Kona, Costa, Hawaii? Or Detroit? 877-897-8255. Detroit would be a distractor in a multiple choice question. 877-897-8255. Right answer, $25 supplement gift card. Go get you some of that wonderful Hawaiian Spirulina from Nutrex Hawaii. Dr. Jones, welcome back.
Thank you. I think that will be an easy one to get.
Yeah.
I want to mention briefly something that I don't hear people talking about regarding the benefits of the spirulina. See, 80% of Americans have an over-acidic body. And I posted recently on my website a couple articles on metabolic acidosis. And if your body is too acidic, it increases the inflammation. It makes it easier to gain weight. And one of the great benefits of spirulina is it makes the body more alkaline, which means overall, the 70 trillion plus cells are all going to be healthier.
Good point. Let me ask you though. You made a point. I gotta interrupt you on it though. What has made people's bodies more acidic than alkaline?
Well, it's mainly the foods you eat. 80% of the foods you eat should be alkaline-forming foods, 20% acid, and basically fruits and vegetables are alkaline-forming foods. Most of the other foods you eat are acid-forming foods. People eat just the opposite. Even negative thoughts make you more acid. If you're depressed, your body's more acidic. Medications, sodas, all kinds of drugs make your body more acidic. Lack of exercise makes your body more acidic.
Good point, Dr. Jones. That's why I like having you on. See, I can take you wherever I want to take you, and it's all good.
Sure. And I heard your commercial on that Hawaiian astaxanthin.
Oh, you like that,
By the way, I've taken that for 10 years, and it is nature's most powerful antioxidant. Nothing comes close. Not green tea, blueberries, all the other foods you know of as antioxidants. And it's one of those rare antioxidants that has the ability, of the thousands of antioxidants, there are about a handful, that has the ability to cross the blood-brain and the blood-retinal barriers, which means it brings superior support to your joints and tendons, your skin, your brain and eyes. It helps you recover from exercise. And I was just in England, and in the top newspaper there, it reported that the health secret of Gwyneth Paltrow and Heidi Klum, the beauty secret is that they both take the astaxanthin every single day.
It's my beauty secret too.
I can tell by looking at you now.
Please, let's go talk to Madeline Nicosa. Where? We lost her. Call back, Madeline. Call back so you can win that $25 supplement gift card. Yeah, it's my beauty secret too, Dr. Jones.
Now, listen, though. Unlike the spirulina, the astaxanthin, you do need to take with some food that has fat in it.
Fat in it, yep.
So if I'm rushing out, I take 12 milligrams a day, over 300 clinical studies on this Hawaiian astaxanthin. If I'm rushing out the door, I'll just get a quick teaspoon of coconut oil, raw, unfiltered, unpasteurized coconut oil, and I'll take my astaxanthin with that. That way it absorbs more efficiently in the body if you have a little fat, just like vitamin D.
Sure, good idea.
It takes about 2 to 6 weeks to see the benefits, unlike spirulina takes 1 day, the same day.
I gotta go talk to Madeline for a second in Nicosa. Madeline, welcome to the show.
Well, hi. I've been listening to you for a long time and never get through. So
well, you got through today. We'll make sure you win. So where do they grow this spirulina, this microalgae? Do they grow it in Los Angeles, the Kona Coast of Hawaii, or Detroit?
That'd be Hawaii.
It would be Hawaii. Nicosa. First, Nicosa. All right, you're the first caller, I think, from that part of the country. We're delighted that you called. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening for a long time. I am very grateful. Thank you.
Informing.
Thank you. Glad you like the show, and we wish you the happiest and healthiest of holidays.
Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure. And Dr. Jones, always a pleasure to have you on. And and visit Dr. Jones's website, SusanSmithJones.com. Take the Nutrex Hawaii products, their Hawaiian astaxanthin and their wonderful Hawaiian Spirulina Pacifica. Great products. Couldn't do any better. Take them. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. Let's Talk Nutrition. That's what you listen to today, and you listen to it coast to coast.